So, good morning, everyone. First, I want to refer to some. I just to read a message. I try not to pay too much attention, and certainly not to refer in my videos to all the messages that I get, because there are so many, as you understand, from all over the world. But one right now is from טיב טעם, נועם, אנחנו סוגרים את המלאי וארגנו לך חיסול. This is such a low quality, and of course, this is until now it was never that overt and that stupid and disgusting. Using what exactly? You have nothing. But this is, of course, a symptom of a tremendous degradation in the already from the initial stage very low quality of the operators of the Shabak, and in the Israeli intelligence in general. And of course, this degradation of quality that was always low, as you know very well, it's a symptom of the fact that many of them are actually in Iran right now. Either like chopped meat or going to be chopped meat very soon. And so I think that it's a good idea to actually. Right now I will just tell you what's my agenda for today, and after that, I listen to the rest of the video from yesterday that I recorded yesterday, the long video, and then I will start with the agenda. So it will be the following. First of all, this weekend I want to the experiments will be with special emphasis, not on the entire world as it was until now, but you hear the noise. Of course, they always make noise here. But I right now I want to get back to focusing on Israel, and specifically on the operators of the Shabak and the Mossad. Now, I said it many times that I do not deal with Israel because my intention is not to be right now the judge of all mankind and to give anyone the punishments and or prizes. This is the work of God. My intention is to get out of the Israeli hell, to get out of prison. Always the noise. I want to get out of prison, and anything at all that, any punishment that will inflicted on the Israelis will not serve this purpose, because they will only use more violence to, depress me and degrade me and to, do all sorts of, cruelties to me and my daughters. The only way that I can get out of Israel is by foreign intervention, using not mouths and tongues like you hear right now, the beeps, but using arms and legs. And this was proven through many years of shouting to no one that it will never happen without severe punishment of foreign powers. And that's what you see right now, and it will continue until someone will decide that that the relationship with the Israeli dogs is not important as a future, a kind of a future for humankind. That is why we were so focused on the rest of the world, because we want to get out of here, of the Nazi hell. And this cannot, only foreign powers can do it, and they do not move arms and legs at all unless they are inflicted with tremendous physical pain. So that's what you see. So if you ask me, so why do you want to this weekend to concentrate on those the metalheads? Let's give metals. This is something of course I borrowed from you. Sometimes the Israel, the international community, intelligence community, they have good. I admit they sometimes they have a really innovative and to refer to Israel as Disney is something that with time I just understand how much this metaphor is correct. You just more and more you find similarities. And actually, I'm not. I've recorded the video on the subject a while ago in Twitter, but I'm not a staunch criticizer of Disney. Of the Disney company. Surely during the last decades they got completely off tracks, and right now you see. The cumulative damage that they done to themselves. Which is manifested or translated to stock prices and generally disarray of the high management. But but and it will take them a lot of time to cooperate, like to get back. I mean, and certainly, I mean, they're not going to disappear. That's a very important company. But I would say that I'm not like, I mean, I'm like some of, I mean, they exist like 100 years, and some of the things that they've done are actually nice, like Disney. It's not that I mean, they had lows and ups, and which is, but I mean, everything that is bad about Disney is defining Israel. So it's a good metaphor. So another nice metaphor is the metalheads, referring to the Titan like or Venusian or like operators. So I would say the following: the elites that are, I mean, I mean, I would call them elites, even though they are the scum of the earth that, I mean, conducted the raids in Venus, are only a small part of the general alien population in Israel. And these were the wars of the wars. And these, of course, I mean, are now in Iran, either like in the original form but captives, or in bird meat, like bird food form, which is the better option. But they are not all of them. They are the worst. But Israel have still, I mean, they have a lot of others. I would say that regarding the elite population, I mean, I'm sorry that I use the elite word because they were the worst, but the population that, I mean, they conducted the raids, I honestly, I'm not sure that I even met one of them, like, in my life. Like, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I cannot be certain that anyone that I've ever met that it actually, she or he, they can change form, belong to this population. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Like, and I wouldn't be surprised if no one of, I didn't meet any of them because of many reasons. But of the other population, like the wider population of Titans in Israel, certainly I've met like many of them, like in the past. So one of the things, I mean, they do all sorts of stuff, but I mean, and of course, I mean, the most like the best thing that they can hope for, most of them, is to become one of the elite groups. And of course, in order to do it, they must be, I mean, demonstrate, I mean, as much cruelty as possible. So, I mean, with the hope that they will be one day qualified to be one of the slave traders and the scum of the earth. But there are all sorts of I mean, you cannot generalize everything about. I mean. There's quite a few of them. I don't know how many thousands, but certainly in the thousands in Israel, maybe even tens of thousands. I don't know. And yeah, certainly I met a few of them, and I knew few of them, and in the I would say traditional way, but without but. I would say that even though you cannot generalize everything about them, you can say that they are, since they are Israeli, most of them are scumbags. And of the scumbags, I would say that the ones that, I mean, are of the lowest quality are those that actually work in the Shabak and the Mossad as operators. Now, they usually work as operators and not as puppets, like as you see around me right now, because actually, it took him some time to understand it, even though in retrospect, it's kind of like completely. You know what? Let's speak about this population in a separate video because I want to get back to other things. So this will be one thing that I will speak about those population, and things that I've understood about them. So it will be one thing. Another thing that I will do today is experiments, with this the symbolic experiments that realize that will have implications on this population. Another thing that I will do is that I will recheck this, the freezer, the portable freezer that I have here, to see, what's going on in the microscopic level, and also I will replenish with new ice, and perhaps I'm going to change I will correct the symbolic command. Right now, my intention is to actually create more Neros. That's my intention. It wasn't I've done several things with it, as you know, but now, currently that's what I want. I want more of these. And so that's what I'll probably do. And and also I will continue the video from yesterday regarding the magic box, and I know that the video from yesterday was more, didn't touch a lot, I mean, on like scientific issues that you are so fond of, but it was important to for me to speak about the process, so you understand how I came to the conclusions, and maybe, of course, the conclusion will change over time, because as you see, I mean, several things that, I mean, I only like, it takes me a lot of time to understand, because I mean, more evidence is gathered. Again, that's the way science is. For example, as I told you, only in the last like day or two, I like came to the conclusion that the neurons are, they work as capacitors, which is it was an important question, but I wasn't sure about it like for months. But now I think that they are, and this is important for all sorts of reasons. I mean, capacitors are, I mean, it's like the physical like term for batteries. So we'll speak about it as well. So yes, we have much to do, but let's first, I mean, maybe it's best that I get back to like the video to watch it myself. So I mean, and so I will know, I mean, rearrange my thought and will know from where exactly I want to continue. But this is like the main outline.